To say,
Yankupa don't be a fine.
okay, so say, yet for say, Benfa prophet and count Dean home.
Hey,
we a prophet.
in the case, no,
We're going to have predictions now, yeah, and idiot. I didn't. I see that. What did cash a game was screen so? And I'll be now, but which with the chain. And it's super.
Yeah, the Yamias say a course. Yeah, the Yamias say a course. I think that the NIA show game, you know, any resource in a P, you know, is and one in Yankupon, I am where you might be and a normal circumstance, watch me. Monday span, I'm a type of white eshe. But Sunday, you know. Rich, and Bibi catch him say no. This time around, we be show white you know on Tuesday after the Blasters game. Senebeya, you celebrate the victory with whites. This is how Nhyira. No, I carry no but not me see there be. I wear it today, mom. After the show, Rich. You see. Sene na game ni situation etie no ehun born eno e boy no baby ani akwakoduro no any the results that we needed ehun born eno e boy no. And you see, I don't want to sound like I say you are being too much carried away and I say bibi. But if Nkofo any young about the kind of football I know Ghana boy it is well accepted.
No opinion. No.
Yes, but in all honesty, that was how we were supposed to play the game yesterday.
Not flamboyant, but for 3 points.
Charlie, the most important thing was to win. Win. 3 points, win. Senkenu anke half goal cry. Would have taken it. Rich. The first time Chelsea won Champions League, that was the Allianz Arena against Bayern. Do you remember the kind of football they played? Rich. They defended with their lives. Ryan Bertrand mo. They played as if say they know Bayern were better. But a ball game New Year and Rich, it was a day of history for Chelsea. They've won their first Champions League. Who cares about the ball, no boy? Who? Why you found? Jose Mourinho got the Real Madrid job after eliminating Barcelona with Inter Milan or the Camp Nou. Real Madrid is a flamboyant team. But the audition Jose Baye was Spain was not flamboyant. It was resource.
So Mourinho be catch us a final yambo yeji.
And you see,
my
point is, say who a Chelsea fan, who a Jose fan, who a fan of foreign football. If you celebrate these kind of wins with your club or Europe, now who same person turning around to be so critical about the same thing done at the Blasters? Rich, it is your problem. But anyway, nothing but a win. Whether you call it negative football, dirty football, that is your problem. The team needed to win. And we won. Today, Senga Opta supercomputer, just Ghana, we are around 85%. See ever qualify for World Cup. It is because of yesterday's game. The supercomputer will give you 85%, not because you didn't play flamboyant football, but because you got a certain job done. Yesterday, we needed to execute a certain thing, and at the end of the day, it was done. Now look at the league table.
19, 16, 15, 12, 5-1.
Unim the head there table no. Why na day cheap Madagascar?
Yeah, 16.
Unim Madagascar 2 games aka. 2 away games against Comoros, against Mali. Away, Madagascar ombo home biem. Ni games aka nyina away to Comoros and Mali. Mali, 2 games aka. Away to Chad on that AstroTurf and home to Madagascar. Rich, Comoros, a date with the Blasters as our last game, our crack. And before I remember that game, no, the game I remember answer no, far away in Morocco, not in Central African Republic, Morocco, because omubo neutral grounds, omuni stadium omukrom. And we will go to Morocco to play Central African Republic. Rich, so a table here. They have nothing at all at stake.
Maybe for pride.
Aside from say they have to turn up and play the game. And there was a game,
okay.
You have a crown. A big thank you for qualifying to the World Cup with Comoros. And if Rich, you drew Comoros game, you know Accra. If you want beautiful football, come to Accra and watch it against Comoros after we've qualified. You qualify, you know. The results in the game, no. If you want beautiful football, you want to see Christopher Babon Sumo dazzling like your new Ghana Messia. You come and watch it there.
Okay.
But CCA will be the Rich.
I qualified.
We are taking every resource we are just for the resource and not because of flamboyant football.
Kofi,
Which?
good morning.
Good morning.
Now what you saying? Me too. The group, no.
Oh. Nhyira, say before the game, match, you know. Now, we're being faced with the near harshest of realities of senior Nyema betim yako. And make senior so follow Chad game now. Chad they can share first goal. And you better show me 3-1 or so game him. So then the other people have done their job. Now Akayeng says CNCA Juma. And I think say now we are almost there. We have the job to do. And in fact, in this international break, Maka 2 things say the first job an SCA and say Nanke saying he caught Chad Kokoshe. That was the easiest of the 2 jobs. And on Ankoyi. And we had to do the most difficult one here in the most difficult game. And Rich, we got a job done. For me, Anna, in matches like this, we are too fixated on performance and Otto. Then maybe you need Papa na Pana on penasem. Because on a night like that, you didn't come about Otto. You didn't come about what he could have done and what he couldn't have done. And Rich, trust me, in fact, tactically, this is one of the best games I Ghana. One of the best games you've played. But I can understand. Say the average viewer and follower and back say, oh, born in any fair. And when see Utuado can see a permanent and a co-work up. I can understand when somebody says that because UTTV achieve sha. Now ocean with such a lens, you get that okay, no born in Shadanyay. But it was a proper game plan. A game plan to play exactly like that. And after the game on Rangasa Kai. And so now, before the game, I made mention to you say near Malifoni coach near a psychological ploy say ye be jittery. Near bebo bo mo pe. But any see a bo mo pe. I see a boy ye bo. Near me man ye show giving him. And what we're looking for is a 3 points. It's for me, I think we are just about 1 win, 1 draw, be away, and then we are in Dreamsland of 2026 World Cup. You qualify we are. Then we can sit back and analyze the whole campaign for the African Cup of because me part of the people that said say after the African Cup of Nations campaign more to World Cup campaign then Obo World Cup campaign we can juxtapose the two. You who Ange Postecoglou or you Juma for Torian Mospe throughout the season in Kuyo Kokoji title in the European title. Or we still Torian said they will let him go. So after that, you can just oppose the two competitions, the two qualifying games now. Fair, that's okay. It's me qualify for World Cup there. It's me qualify for AFCON. You marry me and now data sets. Is it enough to say it's okay? We will move or we will move. Then we can make an analysis and conclude on what to do. I'm just here. The most important is that I see a board down for Abaso, down for Juma, and that is Otuado and Nemrantian.
Okay. Messages kakra dia banafe you move to your next topic, that is atmosphere ye near TV achi ye ntimi ankonkan ye hu our TV no. So in fact attendance na massive and supporters and so said ye no ye na ye kasa ye created the intimidating atmosphere at the cross force him said bia Malians no me my jittery na it me capitalize on it ye dia show mo no. I think to me the no amemi hui or the across the minim said the so ahwe game no unsu na afi ye medi eye sa enkomo no na on Facebook no sorry on YouTube I brand here your friend say about Mr. Seven or say Ghana have the qualities but no experienced coach. Otto must leave, replace him by with Amorim. Randiba.
True.
You were just in it.
Otwaro for Amorim, and I think
was there any?
Amorim and Yenity Pen Otwaro and
Masa, Masa.
And Amorim
see. On a day like this, and
no, but we are qualified.
Somebody
has qualified a country or qualified a country for two World Cup.
Qualify now.
We are qualified paying. Now, first World Cup, you want to qualify. Amorim no know then why. Yenity Pen no senior, let's move on. And Yenity size no to one.
Mati. Message no cramming can be. Ayala. Around you, man, Yan Wabatra. Kofi.
Otto
do that level.
Otto versus Amorim. Head to head.
Amorim no mess no form. To be a Manchester United. Oh, they are we. Otto dear Juma.
1 point per game.
Maza. Otto obey Juma.
No, Otto starts so with Ghana and you get
Kofi.
Say no tin Amorim. Otto do see the Jagan club. Amorim ne cry.
But Rich, you see, first no, na Kumasi, and ye did 2 years home. Say a back crucial Blasters game. We are able to create a certain home for the game, crowd, atmosphere, support, charge. And you say a lot of the recent successes of the Blasters, the story is written here, Baba Sports Stadium. After the officially it became the home of the Blasters. And because there was evidence to show for it. Super support in Kumasi. But Rich, I think that Rich will be mentioned for a very, very long time too.
Sure. Because I'm about starting, I've been there 5 hours to the game. My friend Lou. No catch him say crowd now. Is serious.
And you see, who said no don't take it in a stadium hole. And see, no queue I was stadium na bontino. I could take it that they have to form a queue to enter. Rich, there's a difference between Nkofo Aba Stadium and it's a Nkofo Air Support team now. And Senebedi Kakan, Baba had all Sadiano, a boom, and a man near Philly say, this is the home of the Blasters. But Rich, in the past, we used to say, so, Accra for no Ombeba, but Omoba, they are too gentle. Unyasa charge atmosphere now. Kumasi funny creating no. But Rich, Enwa was different. They understood the assignment with the players and the technical team. Say, Sawoko Stadium. The entire CAA pre-match press conferences are. Ayana coaches elevate part of the communication to call on the supporters and they say, Rich, you want them to understand what is at stake. Send your mumu team no. I plan it to take care of the game no. They will understand it and go right with you. Rich, and the supporters understood the assignments. And so where, even though Nayabono was not a typical Ghana pass sweet football no. Rich, men who anything are not a despise the supporters no. They were right in tune with the team. Supported it through the dirty football, through the buga, sometimes stylish. So, Pata Tene Bakubi, yay! Kudusa take it on Bakubi, yay! But, se Pata Tene, no se Kudus eteki will be honor. Rich, and some money or Sebona or Mode Matim no, and that's what Mode Massa action no. It was the same they were giving to when Benjamin Asare have a chebo. When Alexander Jiku had the ball, when Salisu a slide the tackle. So what they were cheering for offensive play, they were doing same for defensive play, and I think that was absolute support.
Okay.
Enti Rich, yeah, Dakar supporters nasi. They did marvelous. And I pay me one of the videos are. No, Obia saw the phone, touch lights. They were so vociferous. And Rich, and you Ghana match in Kwana Mashe. Doing this qualifiers, you heard you Europe, you heard you Africa, other venues. This is what support is about. Look, I told you, you can say Ghana is a football country, and as a football nation. Rich, these are some of the things we say. Yes. Yepe. Yenim support yenim boy chidi. That is what makes a performance and your trophies. And the DNA of the people, no, when it comes to football, they know what it is. They know how to go to stadium and support their team. Rich, Blasters and Kofope.
Okay.
And me nada ya won da. And that is the reason why me de bia me ka say assemble Blasters no one. Hey, bia mu no obi anka na adwene.
Because I'm on football.
Yes. Rich obi no won kan wasem o.
Sure.
Enti ene sak otuado o de bi mane ntina o ni nyina ya do ni bia. Obi e pade ni ye. Eno ntina assemble obi abeso ka bi no. Enti the same people are omunya diverse argument and discussion about the Blasters are the same people that go there to support at the end. Until I was so impressed with the crowd, the support they gave to the team, and the atmosphere now. A crown at the end, they played their part. Why do I didn't know Tom 70 because I don't go because I say the supporters were super. And when you said Ghana, we played with not even 12 men, 13 because the supporters came and they supported the team to win. Rich, kudos. Obi okopie mo hobia, they played their part very well.
Okay, right now, a play role.
The supporters
no.
Hey, see, terminus Tom Stanford at pretty much press conference. Oka say he doesn't care about the Malians that will come. No, Meka Jose no ne rudo rada. Bosiri mukane onwane numa 7 na oka. Oka kase park and Samsung MP. It's very important. 2 days ago.
Also parking so Otto na ni hwe so a ono ni team man na na ball no.
I'm fine.
Makoda.
I must hear about ball. That's the thing. And
so her back and so na Ghana for we he. And I'm Mali for nkwa na ball.
Yeah, ono ni game plan on the ban say nko no e kasa ansem. Na nke bia aha Otto ado mo say okay, any ye be bo 4-3-3 ye be biem ye be kita bona pass na nke bua ke 1-2-3 na si echi no ase 2-0 then that is all. Rich, in competitions and things like this, nobody gives a hoot about say boy efe una okita ball more. It's not important. I mean, say ye nyina ye ko chad in Jamaica ban ye cast okay, ye bo 60-something% ball possession yes ye nya. Why is it that today we are fixated on playing more possession in the game that we want to play? And yet, all what matters most to us, the game na the most important thing, game and that's the most important. Rich, yeah. Now make us say 2 days ago, Michelle Turkey versus Spain. Spain for Sean Porto. Now, when you see Vincenzo Montella is the Turkish national team for manager Richardo. Now, who's a Spain Turkey for team no one lose match before the Spain game. And Obian him say Spain there, Spain. Rich, they are prepared. I mean Turkey for no. They are prepared. Montella catch Turkey fans bebe nyina say Obian say atade red. Because so many Spain be come. Rich, in the first 10-5 minutes, you could hear the crowd. Only Spain for the air. Spain had to get an early goal. Second goal. Third goal. Now for Roma do Jano was take your. So the crowd is very important. The Turkish knew that without their crowd they can't play. And now it's your game on Italy boy. The Israelites stood a chance. Omulusu game by 5-4, but they were dominating.
Crazy
because of the crowd.
Crazy game.
Crowd no one the crowd na but omni say born in Imbo but ni ene ne born na ni edinchen it ye here bibi it senke crowd who here enke ye mbo home na we
Sure.
Come out here ke pick one venue ni akakobo.
Yeah, must I support us
Crowd is important. Rich last season Paris Saint-Germain say some all trust no. All of the away games they played even at Arsenal all trust dominate here. So in support is so important. Now wow, the support you get for the people that love you. Look at how much it does for you. Congratulations to Bia. And Niemane is very interesting to me. They say, Rich, no Monday, no Friday, no Thursday. Congratulations to the people of Accra.
Okay.
And that is the economic capital. And I mean, go for me, share match. This morning, Ebubo 8 no matter at office. To watch us and talk about the game again. And I mean, to all of them, I mean, they have been superb and congrats to all of them.
Nana Kofi, I say, can we win the World Cup if we sack Otto? If the answer is no, then let's keep him. But do we World Cup now? Say, there's no need sacking Otto.
No, but Rich, you see, is there an Otto topic? Bibi war. Why then? Why must there be Otto subjects after Ghana?
I'm so nyade. Tactically,
because
a game now. I say, team nature be panic throughout the 90 minutes in the referee back count.
Nice one.
Only game management.
Nice one. Maybe I referee the way. Let me say it. Rich.
Nhyira fan.
Ghana football. The history of Ghana football. The most successful coach in the history of Ghana football is CK Jemvi. Rich, we've seen legendary coaches. A bit to say the multi-system man Samade. We've seen Coach Afrane of blessed memory. Top Ghanaian coaches. In between, we brought in Portuguese, we brought in English, and other foreign coaches. But Rich, with all those people, the history of Ghana football had never made an appearance at the World Cup. Never. With agro football, multi-system football, the CK Gemfi brand of football. Football it is in our DNA and our orientation, have never taken us to the World Cup at the senior level. Never. Rich, do you know what took us there? Do you know what coaching? And the Serbian coach.
At one top.
The Serbian system. The Ghana orientation against the Serbian system. It is the Serbian system, after roaming within Ghana football history, that took us first to the world stage at the senior level. Rich, what was the brand of football under Djukovic? What was the brand of football under Milovan Rajevac?
That's a normal for kind. I was born in your face.
So,
the BR one top.
One
go project.
And nothing I say. Our own agro football, our own multi-system football, where did it take us in the context of the world game? It took the Serbians to tell us, Ghana, you will never get there. You need to tweak to be more resource-oriented than flashy football. Rich, they came in and locked us in with Antonio Ananmo. Gave us compatibility. Gave us tactical discipline team. Resolute, very difficult to score against. We realized our first World Cup. And from that time, a typical Ghanaian football follower should have changed his orientation and added that side of your tactics. And Obia Otimi getting it right, Biano, will appreciate Otuado today. Rich, that is why I started by giving you examples of European games. Chelsea, Jose, Rafa Benitez, Antonio Conte. Why do we appreciate those coaches, but we are refusing to accept such trajectory when it comes to Ghana football? A stereotyping and will trim dada. Say akwawe here or ye dear bang maybe the onya dear mami. Are we doing this discussion with open mind? Rich, say if we are, na yet be a free bar. And what got us there, sir? We will change the narrative.
Moving on. Na Ivanko, the Warriors say one of the reasons why Real Madrid has more Champions League title than any European club is the mentality to get the 3 points or get qualification to the next stage.
Fantastic.
It's as simple as that.
Rich, is Carlo Ancelotti one of the best
tacticians?
Not tacticians, the best coaches when it comes to flamboyant football. But isn't he the most successful?
Sure.
So what are we talking about?
Roland Fabregas will say no improvement in the team, Otuado. Just stagnant football. We know the Serbian system, but the players express themselves.
And didn't you see the players expressing themselves? Why do you think only expressing yourself and someone to train?
Samuel Adu Akofrimpo say you can't mention top coaches without mentioning Osam Diodu. Okay. Eventually say na afedi yemedi game no nkomo. Yemedi game nkomo na yes started with the Malians. Omu coach ye friend say Tom Senfet. Na enra ye ball game ni bi no so asem bi ka. Asem be no ka. Ase wo mu yenti Mali coach no asem ben na odikotu ga awo press conference no enso asena afi yemfa ento so emfa mamo inshawanzo 4.5 Tom Senfet after a Ghana game yenti do kan.
They played with 5 people. We knew they played against Madagascar also.